don't want everybody to agree with what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the podcast, everybody ain't gonna like that shit. Everybody ain't gonna like that.
Yeah.
Big Harold's house. Um, there's a viral video going around with a young man and a young woman who have children together, or a child together, I should say. And the brother brings his child some McDonald's, and not his siblings, not the young lady's other children. And she go off. So the video's going around, and I see we as a community, we are torn between who's right and who's wrong. There's plenty of blame to go around on both sides, but I want to touch on some key points. And for those that watch my videos, you know I talk very plainly, very bluntly, and this is gonna be one of those times. First and foremost, if you think the chick, as a man, if you think this chick, this young lady, is no good, scandalous, unfit, why would you fuck that bitch? For real. Why? Especially if you the fourth baby daddy, or whatever baby daddy. I don't know which one he is. You know, it didn't get that detailed in the video. Let's for conversation's sake, hypothetically, if you are the fourth baby daddy, shame on you. For real. You're dumb. If you knew this broad had 3 kids by 3 other dudes that don't give a fuck about them kids, why would you have a baby with this woman? Why would you be fucking her raw? Shame on you. Flip side of that coin, for the young lady, if you seen signs of this nigga being a deadbeat, a bum, know what I'm saying? He might got other kids he don't fuck with. Why would you give this nigga some pussy, let alone some raw pussy? Why? These are the decisions we continue to make over and over, and then we want to play the blame game. You know what I'm saying? We making poor choices in the people we choose to procreate with. Moving on. Hypothetically, if the brother knowingly and willingly took his child a sack of McDonald's, knowing that his siblings ain't finna get none, he filed for that. If he had the means to and just didn't do it, he's filed for that. And this is why. As a man, you can't be that spiteful to the bitch you chose to lay down to have a kid with, that you gonna punish your kid's siblings by letting him or her, eat some fast food, McDonald's, which kids love, especially little kids, in front of them. You causing division with the kid's siblings. That shit is not cool. Ain't nothing manly about that. You a hoe ass nigga. Unless you didn't have the money to do for all. In which case, you should have went and picked up your kid, let him eat with you, and then you drop him back off. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know. It could have been several different reasons why this happened. Dude could have been on his way to work or something. Just had to run, drop it off, and keep it pushing. We don't fucking know. We seeing a tiny piece of these people's lives, and we going crazy over it. But in totality, this is an issue in our community. The young lady, the sister, you should not feel like it is that man's obligation to do anything for your other children because you laid down and had children with 3 or 4 different men. You know what I'm saying? So, with you making that decision to have all these children by all these different men, it is then your obligation to make sure when all else fails, they can still rely on you to feed them. So that is your responsibility. Like I said, this is an issue in our community. The larger issue is this: when did us as men in our community decide that we gonna be so spiteful where, and I'm talking about if it's within our means to do so. I'm not saying, because I know there's a bunch of motherfuckers, well, what if he ain't got it? Well, what if this? I ain't talking about that. I'm saying if you willingly doing that shit, use a hoe ass nigga. Bottom line, I don't give a fuck if you my friend, family, foe, whoever you are. If you have the means to take all them children, some measly ass McDonald's, and you chose not to, trying to be spiteful to the mama, use a hoe ass nigga. And the reason I'm saying that is because of this. It is not the siblings' fault. The other daddies, if they come over there and do that shit, they hoe ass niggas too. Because what y'all should be doing is looking out for all the siblings as much as you can when you go around. You know what I'm saying? Each and every one of the baby daddies should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should all be big homie to all them little kids, because obviously it's a collective. It's going to be a collective. You know what I'm saying? Moms got down with a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? Men do it all the time. We be having kids by plenty of different women, having to mingle them together. You know what I'm saying? We do that shit all the time. But if you are willingly going to your baby mama house where you know she has other kids by other different men, and you are singling out your kid with fast food, McDonald's, whatever it is, especially if it's something cheap that you can handle, you foul. That is not what our community needs. We need more men to step up. What if them other kids' daddies just ain't shit than this one? You know what I'm saying? That ain't the kid's fault. It's her fault. It ain't your fault either. But be a man. Be a big homie. Show love. That's what them kids need. They need somebody to show them some love. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you being spiteful. And that is my opinion. And I'm going to stand on that. I've been arguing with motherfuckers on Facebook about this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. It's not been so much of an argument. It's been more of a debate. And I've been seeing a lot of the ladies say, you know, it's the mother's responsibility. It ain't his responsibility. I really feel like that's coming from one of them single mothers that is been forced to do that shit on their own time and time again. And through that has made them, for one, very strong. You know what I'm saying? So they're being strong for their children. With two, maybe a little bit bitter. You know what I'm saying? And that's their right to feel that way. But I'm more so speaking to the men in this situation. Like, if you can do better, do better. You know, I don't know what that brother's financial situation is. Maybe he couldn't afford to do nothing for nobody else but his kid. And maybe he was in a rush, so that's what he could do. So he did the best he could by his kid. He shouldn't be penalized for that. You know what I'm saying? So from what we seeing in the video, we don't have enough information to say whether he was wrong or not, in my opinion. My opinion is based off the hypothetical portion of it because of the conversations I've been having on social media, where I've seen a lot of dudes saying that he not wrong because them ain't his kid. Dog, that don't fucking matter, man. Them is your baby siblings. If you can provide a little bit of something, a fucking cheeseburger, do that shit. That shit ain't hurt nothing. You finna make that kid day. But you would rather try to shit on the baby mama that you laid down with, that you fuck raw. You would rather shit on her and try to shame her in front of her kids rather than being a big homie. You know what I'm saying? Rather than being an inspiration. Rather than having them kids say, you know what, I like when my brother daddy come around. He's nice to us. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to that, man. We need to get back to the love. We got to start love over, man. For real. And bottom line, stop having sex with these bum poor motherfuckers, man. For real. Stop. Ladies, stop giving bitch ass niggas pussy. We won't then they won't be able to create bitch ass generations. You know what I'm saying? It's vice versa. Young men, my niggas, stop giving these weak ass bitches dick. Stop nutting in them. Especially they got plenty kids already and shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing, man? You setting yourself up for failure. For real. And then want to bitch and moan about the shit and complain. No, fuck that. Ain't no complaining. You signed up for that shit. But don't penalize the siblings because of your bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's foul, man. That's super foul. And I don't condone that shit. I would not do that personally. Not me. Not Harold. Not Harold. Harold ain't gonna do that. That's like saying if your kid is over their cousin's house. Bunch of the cousins over there. And my family is like that. You know, my daughter and my nephew and my nieces, they all grew up together, so they tight, and there's a bunch of them. What the fuck I look like going to my sister's house, the kids over there 5, 6 deep, I bring my baby some McDonald's, I say fuck all the rest of them kids, because they not mine. I ain't they daddy. I like a bitch ass nigga, man. I'm a hoe ass, and I don't even look like it, I am. I'm a hoe ass nigga, I'm a bitch ass nigga if I do that. If it's within my means. If it's not, well, then it ain't, and I got to come up with something else. You know what I'm saying? If I can only provide for my daughter, well, maybe I need to take her with me, go do that, bring her back, or maybe she just, you know, had to come home because, you know, we struggling a little bit right now. You know what I'm saying? But under no circumstances do you ostracize the other children. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool, man. That shit is never cool. And can't nobody sit up here and tell me they would do that. Your daughter or your son over they cousin them crib, you go over there only feed him and not them. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that because you ain't got no bitterness towards your sister or your brother. You only bitter towards your baby mama because the shit didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Which makes, you know, it says a lot about your character as a man. You know what I'm saying? Or lack thereof, I should say. You know, I can be very harsh and very critical on men because I am one. And that's what it is. Y'all want to argue with me, debate it with me, whatever. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. But I'm not going to bend on this. I'm not. Not at all. I'm standing on that. We got to do better, Milwaukee. We got to do better.